up? Hey, I have done some wee knives on the channel, and for the most part, I've come across a good deal on them, and so I've run them through the channel, and I like them, and they're great knives. I've got, I think I still have my Ziphius, maybe another high. Anyways, most of these kind of come in and they move out. There's quite a bit of money wrapped up in one of these boxes, and it's not something I would put in my pocket. And to start collecting and hoarding $300 knives is a little beyond my reach. But with all that said, this one's been on my list for a while. It's a Esprit with the orange peel titanium handle and CPM 20 CV. I have this knife, this Esprit, in the carbon fiber version. It's got, I believe, a black stonewash coated blade, but I've wanted one of these and just could never quite get my hands on one at a price I was willing to spend. These things list for over $200. And I just wasn't willing to go there. I thought I had one for less than $150, like 6 or 8 months ago. And so I put a lower bid on it than I was willing to go. And man, it sold for just over my lowest bid, and I missed it. And so I've just regretted it a bunch ever since. So I've kept my eye out. Well, I landed this one. I finally was able to put one on my property to get one to my desk. So yeah, we're going to check it out. The Esprit. There's another wee Esprit video on the channel. It's the carbon fiber version, and I really liked it. But yeah, let's do this one. A little orange peel titanium. Look at the texture in there. Yeah. And you can feel it. I mean, it's not enough that it's going to stop my fingers from sliding forward. It's not aggressive like that, but it's definitely got a texture. It's not smooth titanium. The backspacer is the same texture on the titanium backspacer, and then also the same texture on the titanium pocket clip. Pretty cool. So 3 ways in. It's got a thumb flick. Oh man, yeah. I knew. And a Spidey flick. And it's got a front flipper. Yep. And if you look here, it's a Ray Laconico design. I mean, can you not tell? Look at this satin 20 CV blade. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to wipe that down. Looks like it might have a few fingerprints on it. It's probably me touching it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So it was a new knife, but open boxed. So somebody took it out and looked at it. But yeah, this knife's never been carried. It's impeccable. Yeah, beautiful. Well, let's run this action a little bit. Yeah. Yep. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that grip right there. Capped with the thumb. Very confident. Yeah. Man, is that nice. Whew, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, well, let's take it apart. We're going to finish checking it in. I mean, man, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I've been waiting. Yeah, oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this knife. And it was nice to get one at my price point. Because all that time I say I've been waiting, I have been bidding on these. I have been trying to secure one of these. I've been, negotiating and trying to put my hands on one, and just unsuccessful because there was a price point that I was willing to go, and I wasn't willing to go beyond it. I think we're caught up on the pivot a little bit. Let me see if I can't push that out of there. There it goes. Gave up the ghost. There's a little bit of oil in here. Not a lot. Skeletonized, both scales. It's got little steel washer inserts. Backspacer's titanium, and it's pinned. So let's get these steel washers out. We'll wipe them down. Yeah, very nice. All right, little towel work. Yeah, I love this blade, 20 CV. Not super thick stock, but it's reasonable. Nice tall flat grind. Got this beautiful swedge on the top, beautiful drop point. And it's a satin. It's 100% an old Craftsman ratchet, ratchet, no doubt. Yeah, it's got that tool steel sheen to it. It's wonderful. It's like chrome, but not refined, plated chrome. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. Yeah. Very cool. I had one of those summers, man. I was just able to secure some of the knives that I've been looking for. This is one of them. I say summer. I mean, it's fall now, right? Summer's gone, man. We are deep into most places in the country. I think it's winter. It just comes to us slow, really late in the year. Pretty sure this is going to drop after Christmas, but this is right before Christmas that I'm filming this. And I think we've got 50s and 60s Christmas week where I'm at here. Maybe a little rain. But if the projected weather doesn't hold for New Year's, I'll probably get me a motorcycle ride the next day or so. Go see my old bro, Big Larry. Go check in on him and his wonderful woman, and see what they're up to. Say howdy. Normally that's a New Year's Eve deal, depending on the weather. But I'll check the weather here in the next day or so, and if it doesn't look like it's going to hold up for next week, well, then I'll get over there and catch him before Christmas. Over there, put my hands on him, give him some love, squeeze him and her. Got an extra little pin there. I think that's for a lanyard. And I'll put the backspacer in. Oop. Yeah. All right. Which way do I want to go with the cage? Well, I'm going to look a little closer. That's not very deep. This is a little deeper. I'm going to go cage down. Like so. We'll see. It's pretty rare, but every now and then, like I get it together and the action's just not quite right. And I go, I think I'm going to flip that. And I take it apart and flip it, and then it comes together wonderfully. I don't know. Does it make a difference, cage up or cage down? Should the bearing run the same, regardless of which surface, is touching which scale, blade, whatever? I think the general rule of thumb answer would be it doesn't make any difference. But I don't know. I kind of think it does. All right. What a beautiful piece. And this oil peel, orange peel, oil peel, sex appeal, man. Some kind of peel. Whatever kind of peel this is, it's a pretty cool peel. That's not that. Where's my pivot screw? It is that. Huh. Weirdo. Yeah, sure enough, that is it. I was like, that ain't it. And I was like, yeah, it is. The pivot's captured in the scale. Civivis do the same. It's got a little nib. Kubeys do that as well. Perfectly centered, but I'm going to check this tightness. Yeah, I could use just a little bit of a turn in there. There we go. Man, I'm alive. I want to check these pocket clip screws while I'm in here. Let's make sure they're tight. Yeah. Yep. Plenty of tension on that. I expect that to be in good shape. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, wonderful. I'm going to give it an A to an A minus. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I will say that, when I take the totalitarian perspective, 50,000 foot view on this knife, the action is wonderful. I mean, I definitely am biased towards this knife because, which, I mean, I do run some knives through the channel now that are just being purchased through Timber's Edge Knives, and I get to bring them over here and, play with them and then send them back over there, and then they sell them on that site. So there is some of that, but I still, for the most part, like I personally pick the knives that are on the channel. Now, some knives, do I just pick it because it's got, I know, like the Ozark Trails knife. Did I pick it because it was popular? Well, to be honest, one of y'all sent me one. That's where that one kind of came from. But I probably most likely, like if I was at Walmart, I would have bought one and brought it in. Not because looking at it I thought it was my favorite knife in the world, but because it was intriguing. Can that $10 Ozark Trail kind of push itself up onto a bug out? So not every knife has sex appeal to me and makes me really want it. But most knives, there's something about it visually, the specs, the looking into the knife that make me go, yeah, I think I'd want that knife. Now, do I get to keep them all at this point? I do not. Obviously, I can't keep all these knives, man. I'd have to be a I'd have to be Musk or somebody. I guess it's not at that level, but yeah, I'd have to have a whole lot more money than I have to keep all these knives. But I said all of that to say this 100% was a pick. I brought this one in because I picked it. But most knives that I bring in are picks. You know, there was something about it that made me go, I need to get that knife. Like, I've got this little civivi. I took one look at that and said, man, I got to get me one of those. And I picked it up, and to be honest, it's kind of been in my pocket since I picked it up. It doesn't have the best action in the world, doesn't have the greatest materials. I think it's nitro V steel. Little liner lock. It's got some smooth G10 scales, but do I like that little piece? Yep. And over here, I've got this little Finch Hatfield. There's two models of this knife, same basic handles. You got the Hatfield and the McCoy. The McCoy has a little different blade shape on it. But oh man, whoo! Be still, my heart, man. With the stainless liners, it's got these this carbon fiber, silver infused or I think it's aluminum infused carbon fiber, titanium pocket clip, 154 cm, and it's got a little nail nick on it that I can get. How about it? Yeah, what a cool little pocket knife. But anyways, for the most part, all this stuff is pieces that I bring in here. And this one, faux show. The Esprit. All right, hey, let's check pocket clip. I digress, man. I just totally got googly-eyed and forgot what I'm here to do. Let's run that pocket clip. Yeah, wonderful tension. Neat look with the orange peel. It almost looks like, I don't know, like cheap pop metal. Yeah, what a cool look. Wonderful retention. And then thinner standard G size material. Yeah, one hand, but still wonderful retention. And then my back pocket, where this thing is going to find some time. Yeah, what a cool look. It does look like cast iron, pop metal, but excellent retention in the pocket. Yeah, I dig it. Very nice. What about safety? Let's get rid of these shorts. The little demo shorts. The tip's good, and I cannot catch that blade, and the pocket clip's great. So, clip's good, tip's good, and I can handle this knife any old way I want. I'm not going to make blade contact. Let's check that detent when it's closed. Make sure that it's got some tension on it. Oh yeah, it snaps it right into the knife. We'll run it one more time. Yeah, I'm confident that put this in my pocket, it's not going to open up, and I'm not going to find myself confronted by that sharp piece. Speaking of sharp piece, that 20 CV, what do we got? Oh, yeah, man. It's that kind of sharp. Wow. Nice little needle tip on it. Beautiful. Well, price and availability. So let's cover availability first. These are not, as far as I've found, for sale anywhere. You're not going to find them any mainstream for sale. It's all going to be secondary market. But I have seen fairly regularly these pop up, and they're new. So are they collector new? Somebody bought it like this one and then put it in a safe somewheres, put it back in a box, put it in the safe. Maybe. Is it old inventory from retailers? I don't think so. I don't think retailers have any of these. If they did, they'd be selling them. Retail on it, I believe, was encroaching on $300. And typically the price on these is 250s plus, 250, 275. Can you be diligent and find one for sub 200? I know I hoped. Yeah, wow. Very cool. The carbon fiber version is also exceptional. and a little less money. I think you can find those carbon fiber versions currently. You know what? I'm going to tell you because they're available. You can find them. Okay, well, there are a bunch of the carbon fiber versions from on eBay from known retailers, Survivor Hand, a few others in the 220, 250 range. Like they're up there. Um, I did find one of the carbon fiber version that's being sold repped as new from an online eBay seller for 175ish. That at the time of this filming was available for 175 brand new. I did find one titanium version, but it's not this orange peel version. It is a tiger striped anodized version. And they're asking it's an asking price auction for $250. And oh, if I had $250 I could just toss, I'd get it. However, zooming in on the photos, it says new, but I feel like I see stuff in the photos. Yeah, I've looked at that knife a few times, and even at $250, I was like, "Ooh, should I or shouldn't I?" But then looking at the photos, I don't know. Yeah, it just appeared to me that I saw something there, and that's a lot of money to get a knife and then find a bunch of wear marks like it's been in a pocket or something. Anyways, super happy with this piece, and man, if you're looking at this and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I think I like that. I mean, do a search, find one because they are really nice. The carbon fiber version or this version, and I think that it's maybe off of the theme or connected to the theme of the civivi Socoke. And I like that knife too. I think this knife's a little bigger and the ergonomics are just a little better on this one. This grip right here, y'all, 100%. That's 100%er right there. All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Just kind of prolonging it because I want to fondle this knife. All right. See y'all.